Hello students, in this video we will discuss the male reproductive system of chapter 3 human reproduction. Male reproductive system comprise testes. Testes are the primary sex organs. Testes perform two main functions. The first main function of testes is the production of male gamete, that is called the sperm. Sperm is the male gamete. Male gamete is produced by the testes. The second function of testes is production of male sex hormones, that is testosterone. So the testes perform two main functions. First is the production of male gamete and second is the male sex hormone testosterone. What is the function of testosterone? The testosterone gives secondary sexual character to the male. There are some secondaries, so the testis is called the primary sex organ. Why testes are called the primary sex organ? Because it produces the male gamete and second the male sex hormones, that is second testosterone. There are some secondary sex organs. Some of the secondary sex organs include epididymis, seminal vesicles, prostate gland, Cowper's glands. We'll study in details later. These are some secondary sex organ: epididymis, seminal vesicles, prostate gland, and Cowper's glands. There are some ducts which are included in secondary sex organs, like the vas deferens, urinogenital duct, penis, which help in the insemination. Insemination means transfer of semen to the female reproductive tract. ठीक है, जो sperm होते हैं, transfer of sperm या semen to the female reproductive tract, this is called insemination. This is done with the help of the penis. So these all are included in the secondary sexual organs, जैसे epididymis, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, Cowper's gland, ducts, vas deferens, urinogenital ducts and the penis help in insemination. Insemination is very important. एक नंबर की definition हो सकती है, define the insemination. So we will study testes in details. First we will study about the external structure of the testes. Testes are present in pairs. These are present in pairs. These are oval in shape. Testes are oval in shape. One testis is slightly larger than the other. Testes are 4 to 5 centimeter in length. Oval structure है, small होती है, 4 to 5 centimeter in length, long होती है. These are located in the abdominal cavity, below abdominal cavity. This is called the abdominal cavity. ठीक है, and the testes are located below the abdominal cavity. Testes are located below the abdominal cavity. Testes at the in fetus. Fetus means, what is fetus? Fetus is the unborn baby with well developed organs. जो अनबोर्न बेबी होता है अप टू 7 months इसके organs डेवलप हो जाते हैं, लेकिन बट कैसा होता है, इन अनबोर्न होता है, that is called the fetus. And infant is the न्यूली बोर्न बेबी. ठीक है, डिफरेंस समझ में आ गया कि डिफरेंस बिटवीन द इन्फेंट्स एंड द फिटस. फिटस क्या होते हैं? अनबोर्न बेबी विद वेल डेवलप्ड ऑर्गन्स. और इन्फेंट्स क्या होते हैं? न्यूली बोर्न बेबी. फिटस जो होता है, इफ इन फिटस टेस्टिस आर प्रेजेंट इन एब्डोमिनल कैविटी. ठीक है, जो टेस्टिस होती है वो कहाँ प्रेजेंट होती है? एब्डोमिनल कैविटी में प्रेजेंट होती है. बट इन द इन्फेंट्स टेस्टिस डिसेंड टू द स्क्रोटम. ठीक है, जो टेस्टिस होती है वो कहाँ पे आ जाती है? स्क्रोटम में आ जाती है, विच इज एक्स्ट्रा एब्डोमिनल, नीचे होता है, बिलो द एब्डोमिनल कैविटी. Why the testes? Now the question is arise, why the testes are extra abdominal? कि जो testes होती है वो extra abdominal क्यों होती है? The reason is that the testes required low temperature for sperm formation. और कितना low temperature? Below 2 डिग्री बॉडी टेम्परेचर। हमारा बॉडी टेम्परेचर कितना होता है 37, ठीक है ना, बॉडी टेम्परेचर हमारा कितना होता है 37। तो टेस्टिस को रिक्वायरमेंट होती है कितने की 35 डिग्री फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ स्पर्म, ठीक है, फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ स्पर्म्स। सो दीज आर द एक्स्ट्रा एब्डोमिनल, कैसी होती है ये एक्स्ट्रा एब्डोमिनल होती है, ठीक है। क्वेश्चन आ जाएगी वाई द टेस्टिस आर एक्सटर्नल, तो रीजन क्या होगा कि टेस्टिस रिक्वायर द लो टेम्परेचर फॉर द स्पर्म फॉर्मेशन एंड 35 डिग्री टेम्परेचर इज द आइडियल टेम्परेचर फॉर द स्पर्म फॉर्मेशन। नाउ द टेस्टिस आर testes are covered by a darkly pigmented skin. Testes are covered by dark pigmented skin that is known as the scrotum. This is called the scrotum. Okay, it is a dark pigmented pouch of skin that is known as the scrotum, and this is known as the scrotum septum. This is known as the scrotum septum. This is known as the scrotum septum, and this scrotum is filled with the tissue. This is filled with a tissue. This is known as the hydrocele. This is known as the hydrocele. Now the testes are attached to the abdominal cavity, okay? This is abdominal cavity. This is called the abdominal cavity, and testes are present below the abdominal cavity. So they are attached to the abdominal cavity by a inguinal canal. They are attached to the abdominal cavity by the inguinal canal. Testes are inside the scrotum, ठीक है। scrotum बता दिया था क्या होता है scrotum. Scrotum is a dark pigmented pouch of skin, and these are present inside the testes are present inside the scrotum. So this is known as the gubernaculum. ठीक, gubernaculum क्या हो गया, this is the connection between the testes and the scrotum. This is the connection between the testes and the scrotum. This is known as the gubernaculum. Gubernaculum it attached scrotum to the testes, and inguinal canal attached scrotum testes to the abdominal cavity, and the tissue which is present inside the scrotum is known as the hydrocele. This is known as the hydrocele. And a very important function of the testes, very important function of testes to production of the sperm. And for the production of sperm, the temperature inside the testis is 35 degree, and this 35 degree temperature is maintained by a special type of muscle. These are known as the dartos muscle. This is a very important question for NEET कि तो टेम्परेचर मेंटेन्ड होता है 35 डिग्री, क्योंकि हमारी पूरी बॉडी का टेम्परेचर कितना होता है 37 डिग्री, एंड स्पर्म फॉर्मेशन के लिए टेम्परेचर कितना चाहिए 35 डिग्री. एंड दिस इज द आइडियल टेम्परेचर फॉर द स्पर्म फॉर्मेशन. सो दिस टेम्परेचर मेंटेन्ड बाय स्पेशल skeleton thin muscles. This temperature meant by the thin skeleton muscles, and the thin skeleton muscles are known as the dartos muscles, which maintain the temperature inside the testis, that is 35 डिग्री. इंसेमिनेशन, एक नंबर का क्वेश्चन ये भी आ सकता है कि डिफाइन द इंसेमिनेशन. तो इंसेमिनेशन क्या होता है, ट्रांसफर ऑफ सीमेन इनटू द फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ट्रैक्ट. दिस इज कॉल्ड द इंसेमिनेशन. सो इन दिस वीडियो वी स्टडी अबाउट द एक्सटर्नल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ टेस्टिस. एक्सटर्नली टेस्टिस कैसी होती है, दीज आर इन पेयर्स में प्रेजेंट होती है, ओवल शेप की होती है, स्मॉल होती है, लेंथ 4 to 5 सेंटीमीटर लॉन्ग होती है, प्रेजेंट बिलो द एक्स्ट्रा एब्डोमिनल कैविटी, एंड टेस्टिस आर कवर्ड बाय ए लेयर. Testes are covered by thin fibrous layer that is known as the tunica albuginea. This is the testes, and the covering of testes. This is the covering of testes. क्या हो गई, tunica albuginea. Testes is covered by a thin fibrous layer that is known as the tunica albuginea. So the main function of testis is the production of sperm and male sex hormone testosterone, and for the formation of sperm 35-degree temperature is required. This is the ideal temperature, and this temperature is maintained by special thin skeleton muscle. These are known as the dartos muscles. In the next video we will study the internal structure of testes. In this video we will study the external structure of testes, and in the next video we will study the internal structure of testes, and also study the secondary sexual organs like the epididymis and the seminal vesicles, prostate glands, and the Cowper's glands.